Bonjour everybody, welcome back to videos problem number 19 of the 2025 AMC8. Two towns A and B are connected by a straight road 15 miles long. Traveling from town A to town B, the speed limit changes every 5 miles, from 25 to 40 to 20 miles per hour. Two cars, one at town A and one at town B, start moving towards each other at the same time. They drive at exactly the speed limit in each portion of the road. How far from town A in miles will the two cars meet? Okay. So I'm going to show you guys two solutions for this problem, and the first solution is basically using the times that they basically provide you with. So as you guys can see, the person traveling from town A is obviously going to go faster than the person traveling from town B. Their middle, the centermost part, is the same because they're going at the same time. However, the person from town A will definitely reach the centermost part faster than the person from town B and before them as well. So using that knowledge, we can calculate how many minutes the person from town A will take to reach the centermost part versus how many minutes the person from town B will take to reach the centermost part. Since the person from town A is going 25 miles per hour for 5 miles, we have 5 over 25 multiplied by 60. This is just 1/5. Multiplied by 60, which is equivalent to 12. Similarly, for our 20 over 5 one, that's just 1/4 multiplied by 60, which is equivalent to 15. So we have 12 and 15, which means that by the time that the person coming from town B reaches this point, this marker, the person from town A will already have a 3-minute head start into the centermost area, so they'll be like about here-ish. To calculate exactly how many miles in they will be, we basically need to do we have 4 over 6, 40 over 60 technically, but you can get rid of the 0. That's 2 over 3. Multiplied by 3, simplification, 2 miles in. That means that they will already be 2 miles into the 40 mile per hour area, leaving 3 miles for them to split evenly straight down the middle because now they're going at the same pace. This is 1.5 extra miles, which means that we basically have 5 plus 2 plus 1.5. That means that it'll be equivalent to 8.5. So the distance from town A in miles when the two cars meet will be d 8.5. There's another way that you can do the problem, and that's basically by using algebra. So if we think about it this way, let's deem x as the distance from town A to the meeting point. So now we already know that it's here, but let's just pretend that we don't, and it's just like somewhere in this diaspora. That means that we have, if x is equivalent to this, we can write an algebraic equation because we know that the times of the two people are also the same, unless one of the people is secretly a time traveler and is like going at a slower pace than the other person, like they've been on the road 16 minutes instead. But let's not worry about that. So assuming that the times are the same and that the distances added together is equivalent to, well, the total length of the road, which is 15, we can write an equation. Instead of converting to minutes this time, I'm going to leave the fractions in hour form. We have 5 over 25 plus, we have the distance from the starting town to the middle, which is just simply x, minus 5 over 40. And you might ask, what is this supposed to represent? Once the person going from there reaches the meeting point, we're basically talking about this area. And to talk about this area, we obviously can't use this area because it's going at a slower pace, and that wouldn't be part of the equation, and the equation would basically be deemed worthless because that's not how it works. Just simply put, because they have a different time, and well, the times are different. So now that we have this, we know that the time is also the same for both sides. So basically, we can put it 5 over 20, similarly to this side. The base is basically just all the speeds. Plus, since added together they get a distance of 15, we have 15 minus x because the x covering, and then that's basically minus 5 again, so just chop off that part. It's literally just that tiny little spot in the middle where they meet the 1.5 miles that we now know. But we're not supposed to know yet because you need to choose one of the solutions because on the test you're not going to double check with 2 solutions. You have no time for that. Over 40. Now that we have this, I'm going to simplify this down to 1/5 and this down to 1/4, multiplying both sides by 40. we basically get 8 plus x minus 5 is equivalent to 10 plus 15 minus x minus 5. So now that we have this equation, we can do a little bit of switcherooing. So crossing this x to the other side, we get 2x plus 3 is equivalent, so this is 25 minus 5, that's just 20. Minus 3 on both sides, 2x is equivalent to 17, x is equivalent to 8.5, because both sides divide by 2. Therefore, our answer in the very end is still D, and it's still the same 8.5 rule supreme. So yeah, that's the end of this video. Hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you all on the next one. Bye-bye!